Hello and welcome to Embodied Mindfulness Meditation. My name is Dina Asher Kushnir, and I welcome you to embark on a path of inner discovery and healing through the interwoven practices of Buddhist mindfulness meditation and somatic learning. May it be of benefit to you and those around you. Namaste. Let's find a seat, find a place to sit in a dignified posture of kind of awake and ready. Take a deep breath. And open the lens of awareness to this moment, to the question that rose this morning, and to your body sitting. The posture, strong back, soft belly, allowing the breath to naturally come and go. And in your eyes, mind, just scan the environment that you are sitting in this morning, the room you're sitting in. And also go outside and feel the environment around you outside, maybe the trees that you have in your garden or the apartment buildings around. And you can expand to more. You can include a much bigger block or bigger area of your environment. Your mind is capable of doing it. You can travel. This body cannot travel the way the mind is. That's an interesting fact. We can travel with our minds much easier than we travel with our bodies. So bring the mind back home to this body. And rest in the breath. Breath by breath. Maybe you want to rest on your chest or your belly. or the tip of the nose. The beginning of the breath, the virgin breath, then the mother breath, and it's so all in, and then the exhale, the crone breath, when it's all letting go. Begin, fill up, and then release. That what need to be released. How do we release? What are we holding on to? What would you like to release? So what's the question that is in your heart? What's the fear? Or just the question? How am I going to go old? Am I going to suffer? Going to be alone? What's the point? What's the fear, the essence of that fear, or the essence of the question? What am I afraid of in getting old and dying and alone?
And guide yourself to the end of the exhalation. And to the pause after everything is emptying. And see if you can feel the emptiness. You inhale the fullness of life, pausing, but then the exhale all the way, the emptiness of life. Everything is let go. And you're on the cliff, top, the tip of the cliff, edge of the cliff, with nothing, non-thing, emptiness. And life begin again. In another realm, in another dimension. Death is only a comma, it's not a period. It's a pause. And then a rebirth into another dimension, another realm of existence. And breath comes back again, and life arises from the emptiness. And release itself. That's the process of our own life. We come in with in breath and we leave with the out breath. And in the process between the first inhalation and the last exhalation, we call our life. But it's not the only life. It's a continuum. Continuous cycle of in life, out life, in life, out life. And in life, when we come in, there's not much awareness, not much wakefulness. We have life to do. So we are living the life with a lot of busyness and life happening. When we exhale and come to that area, to that time in our life that it's a crowdwood, that is slowing down, that is emptying, that are simplifying, that are pausing. Time for pausing. We're not familiar with it. It's unfamiliar to us. We're familiar very much with the business and the achievement as a running. We're not familiar with the pause. the end of the cycle. So much of our life is in the middle. To this point, till we wake up and say, I'm entering another phase. I'm entering the release phase, the end of life phase, and end of breath phase. As that would look like to me. What I'm afraid to lose, what I'm afraid to have. What's the fear of letting go? Breath in, life, breath out, ending one cycle. Let's get used to that. We are in the verge of ending this cycle. You are ending this cycle. It could be in 20 years or 30 years. It could be 5 years. It could be a year. It could be today. Like happened to me. It's like, yeah, I could end the cycle easily. And I did not plan it. It just happened. So the cycle can stop in every moment. We have no idea how it will come to us. So one of the really important spiritual work also in this tradition is to prepare for death. To prepare for letting go. To prepare moment by moment, breath by breath, to end the cycle. In a wakefulness, in awareness. All the training of the spiritual nature. At the end, it's the training to let go and release, non-attached to whatever life was, and become empty and awake and aware of only this moment, this breath, this release. And aware of death is part of that spiritual awakening. Death that comes moment by moment, of each breath, of each day. Every time we go to sleep, we're not sure that we'll wake up. There's a prayer in the Jewish tradition that we say before we do anything, we just open our eyes, realizing that we are alive. There is a gratitude of I'm alive right now, this moment. And thank you for bringing me my soul back. I could also, it could be also my last night. Every night can be the last night. Every breath, every exhale can be the last exhale. How can we live with that? How close we can bring the end to ourselves and live with it. And it becomes our guide. It sits on our shoulder and reminds us to live fully this moment, to give fully, to love fully, to rest fully, to enjoy fully, to feel fully, even the pain of growing old, to feel it deeply, the fear. What am I going to do when I'm by myself and need help and nobody's around? It's real, this fear. You have that fear. We all have it. And we live with that moment by moment, awake to the end of this cycle. We live fully in this cycle, moment by moment. What are our choices? If we know that tomorrow I'm not going to be able to give, what will I give now? Or give up, or let go? If I will remember that the end is close, moment by moment, breath by breath, what am I going to do differently? What am I going to give up? What's the state of mind of my life will be when I know the possibility is next breath, I'm not here to do this or to be that or to love. Breath by breath. Feel the response of the body. You hear now. This moment you are breathing. Next moment you actually don't know. This realization, this edge, staying on the edge of that knowing, what will be different in your life? What are you grateful for in your life? If you look back and realize every moment is the moment, every breath is the breath, the last breath, what would you consider the goodness of your life? Gratitude for it. So you know you're dying for sure. And then what are you grateful for? And what would you take with you to the afterlife? You're taking nothing. None of the material, none of the people that you love, and none of the homes and the material or the money or none of it. So what are you taking with you? What are you left with when everything is empty? Breathing in life, breathing out the release of life. What are you releasing? Breath by breath, life in and life out. What are you letting go? What are you willing to look into so you can let go of it? Release and be free. That's true. The truest things is when we are free of the fear of death. All fear comes from the fear of death, of non-existence. And it is only on the level of the body that the fear exists. Because that's the truth of the body. It will disappear. It will this it will yeah, it will disappear. It will get old and crumbled and not well and release itself from itself. And so the fear is, it's the body fear of non-existence. And when we go on the level of spirit or soul, there's no fear there, because spirit and soul are, there's no death and no birth in the spirit or the soul. Now, how we can touch that deathless layer in our, with our awakefulness, with our awareness, with our mind, to touch the spirit or the soul that is never born, that never dies. The fear is the fear of the annihilation of the body. How will it touch you to know that there's a part of you that is never born and never dies? And yet this life, this cycle, will end. This body, this life. How would you like to live now? What's the choices you make? What are you willing to let go of? Inhale, life. Exhale, empty. Pause after exhalation. Let's stay a few more moments in the pause at the end of exhalation. Feel that emptiness, none-thing. And yet, even in there, you can acknowledge that there is awareness, that there is that one that knows that it's empty, that one that knows it's a release of life. There's always will be this part of you that awake, that aware, that knows. This part we are cultivating here in this work, the awake awareness. You know that that's the end. Who knows? Who is in the knowing? That part is you, the real you, that will never born, never dies. You can touch it. It's that what knows that this is the last breath, or the emptiness, or the beginning of the breath. This part is you. Can you go there? Can you touch awareness? Be aware of the awareness. Feel it as a spaciousness around you. It's non-thing, but it is aware all around you, your environment, your room, the building, the house, the trees, and your being. This awareness never born and never dies. Spaciousness of emptiness and awakefulness. That one we're cultivating. Don't let a moment goes by now without aware of it. That's how we live now. From that moment, I'm alive. Here it is. This is the one. Do I need to hold on to it? Can I let it go? Can I forgive? Can I love? Can I give and forgive? From that awareness, from that emptiness. What else you can take with you? Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. May you be safe. May you be well. And may all beings be free of suffering. Namaste.